Let's continue with solving a linear equation. This linear equation, to those who did math lit in high school, so I will be giving you the basics how to solve a linear equation or how to solve a unknown variable. So we have many methods to solve for a unknown variable. So first we will be using a linear equation. When you solve for unknown variable using a linear equation, to those who did math lit in high school. So first we must check the standard form of a linear equation, which is ax plus b is equals to 0. This is the form of a linear equation where this x contains only 1 degree of exponent, and this one is ax plus b is equals to 0, where this a and b, where a, b are known numbers, which means this a and b are known numbers, and this x is unknown variable, which means because we have unknown variable which is x in our equation, we must solve for that unknown variable which is x. This one is unknown variable. We must solve for it, and they give us ax plus b is equals to 0. So they will ask you to solve for x. So when they ask you to solve for x, we have the ways to solve for x, which is first you must identify the like terms. When we talk about the like terms, we are talking about the terms which contains the same characteristics. When we talk about the same characteristics, let's take, we have 2x plus 2x plus 4 plus 8. When we talk about the same characteristics, we are talking about the number which contains the same characteristics, same as x. X and x are same characteristics. 4 and 8 are same characteristics, which means these 4 and 8, they do not contain x value. So which means these two are sharing same characteristics. These two are sharing same characteristics. So ways of solving the unknown variable, which means you must identify them. How to identify them? Which means you can mark here, or this one and this one are like terms. So which means first when you identify them, you mark them, or this one and this one are like terms. This one and this one are like terms. This is how you identify your like terms. So the second step, they want you to group the like terms in one side of equal sign, which means when you solve for your unknown variable, we must have the equal sign. So let's take, we have the equal sign, which is this one. They want you to solve for x. Then when they say group them in one side of equal sign, this one, this tip, group the like terms in one side of equal sign. So which means to group them, let's take, we have 2x plus 8 is equals to 10x plus 4x. As we said, identify the like terms, which means when you identify your like terms, you will mark them that this one and this one are like terms. Why? Because they are sharing same characteristics. This one and this one, this one and this one are like terms. Why? Because they are sharing same characteristics. They do not contain x value. So which means this one and this one are like terms, this one and this one are like terms. But remember, we have equal sign between these two sides. And we said, when you group your like terms, you must group them in one side. So if we have the equal sign like this one, and this side we have positive number, and this side we have negative number, which means when positive sign jump the equal sign, it becomes negative. When negative jump the equal sign, it becomes positive. So which means any number which is negative, when it jumps the equal sign to this side, which means it becomes positive. And here we say you must group the like terms. So to group the like terms, you take the other number to that side. So when it jumps the side, it must change the sign. So you must consider that. Let's take now, we have 2x plus 8 is equals to 10 plus 4x. These 2x, as we identify the like terms, 2x and 4x are like terms, which means we take this 4 to that side of equal sign. And we said when positive jump the equal sign becomes negative. So which means this 4 will jump the sign to that side. It becomes 2x minus 4x, which means we grouped them in one side. So it's equals to this side of equal sign, we have 10. So which means it's 10. Therefore, we have 8, which is the same like terms. These are like terms. So which means this 8 must go that side to join this 10, because these two are like terms. It becomes negative 8. Why? Because here is positive. Positive jump the side becomes negative. So which means this is how you group the like term. You group this one this side, and you grouped this one this side. So which means this is how you group the like terms. Therefore, third method, add or subtract them, which means you must add or subtract the like terms. How do you subtract or how do you add the like terms? You add only if they are sharing same characteristics, same as 2x and 4x. They are sharing same characteristics, and the sign between them is a subtracting. So which means you must subtract them. How do you subtract them? 2x minus 4x, it becomes negative 2x. 10 minus 8, it becomes 2. Now because we want to solve for x, and when we solve for this x, which means first you divide both sides by its coefficient. How do you divide by its coefficient? Which means the coefficient is a number without alphabet. You divide by that number both sides as it is indicated on the ways of solving. Which means you divide both sides by the coefficients to find the value of x. So which means we're going to divide by this coefficient, which is negative 2. We divide by negative 2, we divide by negative 2. This negative 2 and negative 2 will cancel each other. Why? Because any number divided by itself is 1. So we're left with x is equals to negative 1. So which means this is the value of x. So when we solve for x, let's do the example again. Let's take with this one, this example. 2x plus 4 is equals to 8 minus x. Let's take with this example. They want you to solve for x. When you solve for x, first we said you must identify the like terms. So how do you identify the like terms? You must mark them. You must mark them first. So after marking your like terms, you must group them in one position. So which means to group them, this negative x and positive x, they are sharing same characteristics because the coefficient of x here is 1. So which means when you take x to that side, it becomes 2x plus x. Why? Because this x here is positive. When it jumps the side, it becomes positive. So it's equals to this side of equal sign, we have 8, which is a positive 8. So it's 8. Then this 4 must come this side to join this 8. It becomes negative 4. Therefore, 2x plus x, it gives us 3x is equals to 8 minus 4, it gives us 4. So now, because we want the value of x, we divide both sides by 3. We divide both sides by 3. This one will cancel. X is equals to 4 over 3. So this is the value of x using the linear method. So let's take, we have this method. Let's take, we have 10x plus 2 is equals to 22. They want you to solve for x using a linear equation. Therefore, we have 10x this side of equal sign. And now first you must identify your like terms. So the like terms, we have 2 and 22. So which means 2 and 22 are like terms. We must group them in one position. So how do you group them? You take these two to that side of equal sign. It becomes 10x is equals to 22 minus 2. Because these 2 here is positive, when it jumps the sign, it becomes negative 2. Which means is 10x is equals to 20. Because 22 minus 2 gives us 20. So we divide both sides by 10. We divide both sides by 10. This one cancel. X is equals to 2. So which means this is the value of x. Let's take, they give us this example. Let's take, they give us this example. 5x plus 2x is equals to 40. They want you to solve for x. Solve for x. First, you must know how to identify the like terms. We said when you identify the like terms, you must check if the terms are sharing same characteristics. Same as 5x and 2x. They are sharing same characteristics. So to find the value of x, you must identify them. After identifying them, you must group the like terms in one side. So which means this side of equal sign, we have 5x plus 2x, which means they are grouped in a same side. So 5x plus 2x is 7x is equals to this side of equal sign, we have 14. So now to solve the value of x, we divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 7. 7 divided by 7. This one will cancel. X is equals to 2. This is the value of x. So let's take, we have this example. Let's take with this example, which is 3x minus let's take with this one, 3x minus negative 7, negative 21 is equals to 2x plus 2. Let's take with this one. And they want you to solve for x. So for you to solve for x, first we said you must identify the like terms. How do you identify your like terms? You must mark them. This one and this one are like terms. This one and this one are like terms. So which means after identifying your like terms, you must group them. How do you group them? You take the like terms which contains the unknown variable to be in this side of equal sign. So which means it becomes 3x minus 2x is equals to, this side of equal sign we have 2. This side of equal sign we have negative 21, which means this negative 21 must come this side. It becomes plus 21. So therefore, 3x minus 2x, it gives us x is equals to. Therefore, 2 plus 21, it gives us 23. So which means the value of x here is 23. I was trying to show you the standard form of a linear equation. So now let's explain the form. This form, when we said where ax plus b is equal to 0, which means the standard form of your linear equation is same as 2x plus 4 is equal to 0, where this a is your 2, where this b is your 4, where this x is still the same, which means x doesn't change because we want to solve for it. So a changed to 2, b changed to 4, and this x still the same. So which means when they give you this form of a linear equation and this x is an unknown variable, you must solve for that unknown variable. How do you solve this unknown variable? You solve it like this. If we have 2x plus 4 is equal to 0, so therefore they give you this equation so that you can solve for x. And when you solve for x, your unknown variable must be in this side of equal sign. And your unknown variable and the final answer, your unknown variable must be equal to something. Same as if they give you this one, which is 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. And they want you to solve the value of x, which is this one. Which means you take this 4 to that side of equal sign, because we said your unknown variable must be in this side of equal sign and it must be along this side of equal sign. So which means for you to make this unknown variable to be along in this side of equal sign, you take this 4 to that side of equal sign. And when you replace this 4 to that side of equal sign, we left with 2x is equals to negative 4. Why? Because we said when positive jump the equal sign, it becomes negative. For you now to solve for x, because we have 2x, and this 2 is the coefficient. This 2 is the coefficient. We divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. This one will cancel. X is equals to negative 2. So which means this is the value of x.